Welcome to Horror for Dummies, episode 222. We are the show that comes to you weekly, that teaches a thing or two to the dumbest little guy about the genre we love. I'm your host, Tim, and with me is the funnest guy in the world, Mushroom. How are you?
What's up, bitches? What's going on?
It's fucking horrible, man. It's really horrible.
What's horrible? You okay, Tim?
No,
you alright, buddy?
no.
You okay, big fella?
No, I'm depressed, I'm upset, and I'm having suicidal thoughts right now.
Oh, what? Do it.
Because
why?
Halloween is over. It's done. Bye-bye, Halloween. No more Halloween for Tim. It's gone. It's dusted. We're in November, which is my birthday month, but I don't care about that. I want Halloween back.
Well, you'll have to wait a whole nother year.
Yeah, that's so long away. Another year?
I know, man. I mean, there's Christmas in between. You like a more traditional, stupid, fucking lame, fucking crap.
I do,
right?
But it's not Halloween.
Yeah, Christmas.
Halloween's my favorite of the fucking holidays.
I mean, if I had to pick one, mine too.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I am. But I mean, on the bright side, at least like next Halloween, I won't be like upset over a new Michael Myers movie. So there's that.
You might be.
No, you won't.
Why not? Maybe they'll do a re-release of this one and
Gee.
do it like an extended edition or something.
Oh my fuck! What, they're gonna Justice League this shit?
Yeah.
Make Michael actually in it?
Yeah, they'll release the whatever his fucking name is cut.
Yeah.
The Snyder cut of fucking Halloween.
No, I'll just call it the Zack Snyder cut, even though he wasn't.
Yeah. It's just like a catch-all term for a fucking way too long version now.
Welcome to Horror for Dummies. We are the show that comes to you weekly. We are here once again. It is basically our Halloween hangover episode where we talk about all the crazy shit that we did on Halloween and we delve into the rest of the year. And it is the start of November here, and which basically means, I mean, it's not all bad. The start of November usually means we have to like fucking just dive into heaps of new release movies, and it's time.
Usually,
it's time to like almost start getting our list together, which is the fun part of the year. I mean, that's
oh man, so much pressure.
It's basically like the WrestleMania of this show, you know, the best and the worst of the year episode.
Like all year, I look forward to like doing my top 10 and seeing what you did, seeing what I did, seeing what like other cunts and other podcasts did.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty great. It's the only time of the year I listen to anybody else's podcast. Sometimes, mostly.
It's awesome, man. And like this October.
Okay, so sometimes I listen to other people's podcasts. Sometimes, but I definitely listen when it's like top 10 season.
That's same with me. Same with me. I've got my favorite podcasts that I listen to, but yeah, come like the last week of December is when they start hitting out the top 10 best movies of the year episodes. And I usually just go crazy. And for the majority, most of the lists are relatively the same. You'll have 5 movies that are usually in the top 1.
Yeah.
This year, I'm curious. I'm really curious because there is no, like, one, you know? Like, usually every year there's, like, a one movie that's, like, fucking everyone is on board with and loves. Am I missing something? Maybe there is. What?
Barbarian?
Yeah, that could be one. Or X could be another one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm missing one.
Prey?
Prey. Yeah, no, so I don't see Prey being a number 1 on many people's lists. I don't. Maybe The Sadness could be up there.
Oh, The Sadness is a good one.
But once again,
but did everyone see The Sadness? That's the other thing.
That's the thing, yeah. And I've heard a lot of people say it wasn't for them. It was too intense, that movie.
It was horny, gory.
So I think that this year, it might be an interesting top 10 list from people, you know?
Mine's shaping up to be pretty interesting.
I'm I'm interested to see where I come in too, because I've got 7 that are pretty much locked in, and the rest are kind of like, I don't know. I don't know how I'm feeling about them being top 10 contenders. You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Where I've got somewhere it's like I'd actually like to bump that up. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Somewhere I scored it, and I'm still thinking about it, and I'm still like, oh, I actually quite liked. You know what I mean?
But like films like,
and I'm like, maybe it deserved more of a whack at this thing.
That's right. Yeah, but films like Nope. I can see Nope being in a few people's top 10s, but at the same time, I can see it not being in people's top 10s. Five Cream, as Rob Hungry calls it, Scream.
Yeah, five Cream's up there for me.
But I think that's a movie that everyone's forgotten about, and it came out at the start of the year. And
yeah, it kind of came and went. It was like this year's Grudge.
Oh no, it wasn't the fucking Grudge. It was better than the Grudge.
I just mean like where it was all hype, and then the reviews were the reviews, and then everyone kind of forgot, and they're like, oh yeah, that came out this year.
Yeah, true. Same with Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know, 2 films here that I forgot that are probably going to be on people's top 10 is The Black Phone and Men.
Yeah, Men definitely could be.
I see The Black Phone being up there for a lot of people too.
It's up there for me. What about like definite duds?
Halloween Ends. And I'm not being biased. I can see Halloween Ends being up there for a lot of people. Another one that I think most people would put as duds is Crimes of the Future.
Oh yeah, that was this year too, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. So that's another movie that people have forgotten about.
And some people have forgotten to rate it.
I'll tell you what, man. As we're trying to transcend to the rest of the show, I've got a movie.
I've got Jurassic Park and Morbius for me. Like,
see, I didn't even see Morbius.
You...
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know if it's horror enough for me to class it.
Oh, I forgot to put it in my 2022 list. Anyway,
I've got a movie that I watched this week that has been locked in to my most disappointing films of the year list.
Really?
I've also got a film that's been locked into my top 10 favourite films of the year.
Also really?
But we'll get to that in a second. I completely forgot to do the usual traditional what this show is all about, even though it's the fucking title of the show, but...
We got too excited.
We did. I apologise. On this episode of Horror for Dummies, Halloween Hangover Edition, we have wrapped up the Zomboween. Zomboween's dead and gone. No more Rob Zombie for a while.
Thank God.
Actually, I don't think we'll ever do Rob Zombie again. We've now reviewed
I think we've about done everything, right?
I know, like I have. I don't think you've ever done Lords of Salem. But
I hadn't, but didn't we do it?
I did it. Me and Jel. We've reviewed that.
What's Lords of Salem about?
Witches.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think
it's not a movie that I really want to revisit.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm good to not see another Rob Zombie movie for a while.
Yeah, that's fair. So we're going to turn this show into a fucking carnival, basically.
Hell yeah.
The Dark Carnival.
A Dark Carnival. I knew you were going to say it.
Getting all juggalo up here. And yeah, we are talking about Art the Clown and Terrifier. We're talking about Terrifier 1 and the new Terrifier 2. And yeah, we're going to go into full detail with these movies too. On top of that,
spoilers.
I want to talk about Art the Clown himself and get real deep into that conversation. So
okay,
we'll warn you. Okay. We'll warn you when there's spoilers coming. So
okay,
because I don't think we can talk about art without spoilers.
Okay, yeah, down.
But yeah,
down with the clown.
It's going to be a fun episode, man. Art the Clown. We've never done Terrifier on this show, so this is the first for us.
Yeah, and Terrifier was like an old Tim movie for me.
What?
Like I associate it with you.
Why?
Because it was one of the ones when I was like living in the Cross, and I was like, "Hey man, I'm bored. I want to watch a horror movie. What's good?"
Yeah.
And then you recommended Terrifier.
Did I?
I think so. Or I either that or it was one that I was like, hey dude, I'm fucking watching Terrifier. Have you seen this?
Oh, okay.
And then I was like fucking messaging you through it.
One of those movies where you constantly message me while I'm at work.
Yeah.
Anyway, alright, let's talk about the week prior.
Sure.
It was Halloween. What did we get up to? I'll tell you right now, I'm still fucking recovering from my week of Halloween.
Same.
It was big. We'll go with you first. What did you end up doing?
I'm trying to remember. Well, I started the week last week with what was it? What was the Wednesday one? I can't fucking remember now.
I wasn't with you, so I can't tell you what you did.
Yeah, I forget. But anyway, on Saturday we went and saw Terrified 2, so that was fun.
Yep. Was it a packed cinema?
Nah.
Oh,
Like
really?
half full.
Okay.
It was, more people than I thought it would be.
It
was alright.
Rowdy crowd or?
Nah, pretty chill. Pretty chill. There were some drunk cunts, but, not that bad.
Yep.
And then we went and saw Ringu
Yeah,
on the Monday.
So you went and saw Ringu, the original Ringu, at the cinemas.
Yeah, the Japanese one.
How'd you like it?
Uh-oh. I enjoyed it, but honestly, knowing and seeing the American version kind of fucking ruins it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I would have loved to have been what's the mystery? What's the this?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was a lot more reserved and a lot more tonal and nuanced, I think, than the American one. But I still enjoyed it, but it was just I was waiting for it to come out of the TV the whole time,
Yeah.
Spoilers. And yeah, she doesn't. Till it's a very different movie,
And it's pretty much similar with The Grudge, John.
Okay.
You'd probably have the same thoughts if you went and saw the original Grudge film.
Yeah.
So.
So I very much enjoyed it. There were this fucking rowdy ass pack of kids in front of us though. That was fucking annoying. Because the cinema was packed, but it was literally just this line of 8 fucking kids. And they were just being fuckwits. The whole movie, just fucking talking and just some kind of burp real loud. At one point halfway through, some cunt got up to put fucking rubbish in the bin. And I'm like, you fucking serious, cunt?
Well, I mean, at least he's cleaning up after himself.
No, fucking wait till the fucking end of the movie.
This is exactly the reason why I hate going to the cinemas now. Because of fucking pricks like them.
It was a punish, but Ringo's pretty fucking good, man. Either way you cut it.
Yep.
I was just there wishing that I didn't know.
Yeah, I get ya.
Because I'm this would have been great to be oh, what is it? What is it? Yeah. Oh shit! It's that would have been fun. It's still great. It's still great. I still recommend it if anyone hasn't seen the original.
Nice.
For sure. But yeah.
And then on Halloween,
it was cool seeing it in the movies. And then on Halloween, that was Halloween.
Oh, that was Halloween. Okay, cool.
That was on Halloween, and then that's it, pretty much.
Nice. So you got a couple movies in. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. I think I was gonna watch Del Toro's thing, but just didn't end up having the time. I was doing some packing stuff. So
yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
My Halloween.
How was yours? I saw lots of photos.
Yeah.
I didn't dress up or anything because I hate fun and I'm lame.
I knew you weren't going to dress up. That's why I dressed up 4 times over the course of 4 days for Halloween, just for you, just so you wouldn't feel left out.
If you could do all my dressing up for me, that would be fantastic.
So I started off my Halloween weekend. Me, my wife, and good friends of ours, we went to Luna Park in Sydney, which is basically an amusement park here in Sydney.
It's semi-amusing.
Kind of. And they had a Halloween...
It's no Wonderland. Tier,
yeah. They had a Halloween...
Party?
Not a party,
Event?
like an event. They turned the whole park into Halloween, basically.
Spooky.
And it was alright. It wasn't great.
Gave him,
you know?
gave him little vampire teeth at the front.
No, like they didn't do that, right? You walked in and like it's basically a theme park. It looks like kind of like a carnival with rides, right?
Yeah.
And you walk in and there's just scare actors walking around, but they're not great. Like their costumes aren't great. There's a lot of clowns and people with like fucking goat skulls and stuff walking around, but they weren't doing the best job of scaring people. I found out later that this was not an over 18 event. So
Oh no.
Yeah.
It's packed with teenagers.
Basically.
The filthy stink of youth.
And so we
In my defense, I've not liked teenagers since I was a teenager. So
that's true. I mean, teenagers scare the living shit out of you.
yeah.
I
get it.
Yeah, so they had like a few like mazes and stuff like that, like the walkthroughs where people scare you, but the scare actors were just kind of lame. Like there was a one where it was zombies, right? You walk through and there'd be zombies that jump out, but these zombies like had literally no makeup on them. They just look like normal people, and they like
Blog.
they jump out, and do like noises like this, like they jump and be like, hiss. Like what the fuck? Are you a fucking cat? You hissing at me? You're a zombie and you're hissing at me. So, like, that was a little depressing. There was one.
They're going for chills.
There was one maze we went through. It was like a clown maze, and that was good.
Okay.
That actually made me jump a few times. The other ones were just lame.
Yeah.
Like,
Spill your Faygo everywhere.
but no, it was cool. Like, we dressed up. Me and my wife went as like a voodoo couple.
Yeah, it's cute.
We made like you can see what we did over on Horror for Dummies TikTok account. We have a TikTok account.
Yeah.
Or if you have me on Facebook, we made some videos so you can see what it was all like. The second and the third night, we went back to our friend's house where basically they do like a big scare, right? For trick-or-treaters. So the second and the third night was pretty much us setting up this whole day. But in between that, we were just drinking heavily. We'd watch some movies here and there, and yeah. So the second night, I dressed up as Freddy Krueger. Oh no, the second night I dressed up as the Macho Man. I was meant to dress up as the Wolf Man, but
oh yeah.
yeah, I was so busy with stuff that I couldn't be fucked putting on shit on my face to be the Wolf Man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Because we weren't doing anything. It was just at home, so I just did the Macho Man. And then
he's just like, you know what? I've already got this costume ready to go.
Exactly. And I made a cool little video for that. You can see it's basically just me being sexy.
Yeah.
Have you seen that video?
I think so.
It's fucking great. My birthday is this weekend, so my wife bought me
It's
an
very
early...
penisy, if I remember correctly.
It is. Yeah, my wife bought me an early birthday present, and she got me a deluxe Freddy Krueger mask from Trick or Treat Studios, as you can see right behind me, Luffy.
Yeah, no one else can.
People
eat shit.
Well, they can see the video that I made of me wearing it.
Oh, all right, don't eat it.
It's fucking cool, man. Like, I never really wanted a Freddy Krueger mask because, for one, he doesn't wear a mask, and I always thought the masks that you see people wear are really shitty. But this one's actually
That does not look shitty.
No, it's really fucking good. Really good.
Oh, I wonder which one your kid's going to ruin it.
Oh, they're not allowed to touch it.
Yeah, I know they're not allowed to.
Well, I've got 2 other masks down here and they haven't touched it, so...
Yeah, but wouldn't it look good with a makeover? I don't know.
No.
I'll ask Abby.
They know not to touch it. And they don't like coming down this area of my house because it's scary.
A little bit of lipstick, some eyeshadow and stuff.
They'll get a razor blade to the throat. Anyway, so then on Halloween night, which was like the big night, basically we have a Halloween kind of a haunt where we do it for the trick-or-treaters and stuff, where we just deck our friend's house with fucking crazy amounts of animatronics and costumes and everything. And we are...
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
Do they own that shit, or is that like rental stuff?
The animatronics?
Yeah.
No, they own that.
How many muchos dineros is that?
I think
Many?
the biggest animatronic they have cost them $800.
What? That's reasonable.
Yeah, it's not crazy. When they
I thought it'd be like 5-6 grand or something.
no, yeah, no. Then there's
Maybe
there's
I need some animatronic.
why you don't celebrate anything.
Just to keep me company and stuff.
You're not that lonely.
Be fun to scare people. Just put it at the front door and shit.
You've got
when I get delivery ruined stuff.
You've got a special friend out there.
I have many, yeah.
Me.
You?
I'm your special friend.
You're okay.
Thanks. So anyway, yeah, and when we're doing that, when the trick-or-treaters coming, we basically, a few selected us, there was 3 this year, dress up as, like, characters and scare them. And my character is always Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And
Classic.
I chase kids with chainsaws. That's what I do. And, yeah, we had, like, it was probably close to 200 people at one point.
Wow.
Like, it
Legit.
gets fucking nuts, man. Yeah. And, like, there was a point where, like, I'm chasing people with a chainsaw and, like...
A real chainsaw? Like plastic?
No, it's
right?
a real chainsaw.
Dang. But not on.
No, it's on. I take the blade out.
Oh, okay,
So no one can get hurt. But, yeah, no, it's on.
So it just goes like...
Yeah, no, it scares the shit out of people. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I had to go take a break because it was getting, like, fucking hot in the mask and me running him down with an actual chainsaw, an 18-inch chainsaw that's on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as I was taking a break, like, there was a bunch of kids, probably about 30 kids, chanting, like...
Oh, you fucking one.
No, they're chanting, like, Leatherface. So I had to go back out.
Oh,
Every single
that's cute.
time I went out for a break, they'd start chanting Leatherface. And I'm like, oh, fuck it. But, like, it sounds cool. Like, yeah, you've been cheered on. But it's the same fucking bunch of kids. And all they want you to do is chase them. And I'm like, fuck off. Go away. And they were just little cunts. They were just like, oh, you're not even scary. And I'm like, oh, if only I had a chain on this. Yeah, I had to tell a few kids off because they, like, pull the hair of the mask.
Yeah, fucking don't touch it.
I told one kid that if he keeps doing it, I'm going to put the chain back on and come to him in his bedroom.
Yeah, good.
And he walked away. And then another kid called me a pedophile for saying that. I'm like, fucking hell. God damn it. But yeah, so...
I'm not gonna fuck him, I'm just gonna murder him.
Why did you sound like Kip from Napoleon Dynamite there?
I don't know. Just the voice up there.
But no, this scare, we've made a little Facebook page for it. It's called Nightmare on Dampier Street.
Yeah, everyone should go check it out. It's really good.
Go check it out and give us a like, and we'll be doing it like every year from now on, and we're going to get only bigger. Next year I plan on cutting something in half. So you'll have to wait till next year.
A carrot?
No, like a body.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fill off carrot?
Yeah, fine. I'll put carrots in it just for you.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
I like carrots.
But yeah, so... And then Halloween night, like... All like the scare and shit was done like 7 o'clock. Halloween night, like I was like, yeah, I had like so much alcohol ready. I had like cocktails, like Halloween themed cocktails ready to go. And we all pretty much... Well, everyone around me fell asleep at like 10. And it was only me.
No, we'll kick on. Fuck you.
I was like exhausted, but I wasn't like falling asleep, so I just put on something on TV, and I'm like, this is a shitty Halloween night, but oh well. 4 days of drinking kind of does that to you.
It sounds, I'm like, it sounds exhausting. Anyway.
It is, and I'm still recovering from it. Like yesterday, I just had a day off where yesterday, which was Wednesday, I sat and watched 5 movies in a row. Just because I was exhausted. Yeah.
That's a lot of movies.
It is. So why don't I tell you about the movies that I watched? Are you ready for that?
Gone.
What horrors have you done?
What horrors have I done, you ask?
Hey, Tim.
Yes.
What horrors have you done?
I've got a few to talk about, man. I've got a few.
Okay.
We'll start off with Cabinet of Curiosities.
Oh, I almost did that horror. You know how much I did? I did the bit where he was talking about introducing it, and he's like, and now a movie from this director. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll watch this in a second. And then I went and did something else and forgot about it.
Fair enough. Okay, I think you should come back to it, though.
I want to. I love Del Toro, so...
So I've only got 2 episodes in. Basically, these are just, like, completely different episodes. They're not following anything. You can watch an episode and then turn your brain off and then watch another episode. You don't need to follow up with what's happening.
Yeah.
The cool thing about these episodes is you can class them as movies on Letterboxd.
Individually?
Yep. They've all got different...
That's cool.
They've all got different names. They've all got different covers. But
That'd be a mad way to cheat some sort of competition.
it is. I noticed Scott Crawford was doing it, so I was like, fuck, that Scott Crawford guy. Not only is he sexy as fuck, but he's smart. So I'm doing it too.
I don't know if it's smart or more like just being a fucking dirty cheater.
It's not. It's smart. You just butthurt because you lost, so...
I don't remember losing anything legitimately.
Was that last year?
I think so. Can we not ever again?
No, we're not doing it again. Fuck that.
Thank you.
So the 2 ones that I watched were Lot 36 and Graveyard Rats. Both really cool, man. I think you should both check these ones out.
I will.
I watched them on Halloween night, so...
I should have. Anyway.
Do it. We'll start with the real movies now.
Okay.
I'll start with one on Shudder that I heard pretty good praise for, and it's a movie called Glorious.
Okay.
This movie is basically, for the most part, one person trapped in a restway toilet.
Interesting.
It is. And in this toilet is a entity that speaks to him, which is voiced by J.K. Simmons.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah. And the main guy is Ryan Quanten. You would know him, like, Australians would know him. He was in fucking Home and Away.
I was? Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a recent Home and Away, but sure.
Oh, it wasn't recent. It was like years ago when I was a kid. Anyway.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. He's been in some
What was
shit.
it called again?
Glorious.
Glorious. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so I heard some pretty good feedback about this movie, and I went to check it out. On Shudder, you have to actually search for it on Shudder. It doesn't come up anywhere. You have to search for it, which is annoying.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Yeah, you have
there it is.
Yeah, you have to type it in. The cover looks...
And it's a Shudder original,
Yeah.
you'd think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was in, like, True Blood and shit, too.
Yes, that's right, yeah. The cover looks fucking great. It's got, like, a pink and purple theme to it. It's got, like, tentacles coming out of the
like
wall.
Mandy-esque.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Mandy or The Color Out of Space.
Yeah.
And he's holding a leg and yelling. It's a really cool cover. I really dig the cover. The movie as a whole was pretty cool. I did enjoy this movie. It won't be a top 10 movie for me or anything like that, but I did enjoy my time with it. It is very Lovecraftian. If that's what interests you. You could tell it's a Shudder exclusive because, like, obviously it's not a Hollywood, like, polished movie.
And it says it down the bottom under the title.
What does it say?
It's a Shudder original.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying that, like, it's an independent. It's directed by Rebecca McHenry, who is... I know her from horror podcasts that she's been on and done.
Okay, that's cool.
She was on one, Shockwaves, it was called, which I really enjoyed, but then they stopped doing that because one of the hosts turned out to be a creep, so...
Oh.
Anyway. But yeah, I think this is a low recommend. I enjoyed it. I don't think it's going to be one that's going to turn the needle on your top 10 or bottom 10, but
Yeah, okay.
it's a short run time. I found it fun. So that's Glorious from 2022.
Cool.
The next one I'll speak about is one that's on Netflix right now, and this probably isn't a movie that you need to go and see, but it's a movie that I really actually enjoyed. It's called The Curse of Bridge Hollow.
Okay.
It's
Sounds generic so far.
no, well, okay. Going into this movie, it stars Marlon Wayans and Kelly Rowland. It's a family-friendly Halloween film, right? Okay, yeah, there we go. Going into this, I thought, okay, this is going to be this year's Hubie Halloween, right? Marlon Wayans is going to be that fucking typical guy who cracks jokes. They're not going to be funny. They're going to be stupid. And then you got Kelly Rowland in it, who I cannot stand, thanks to Freddy vs. Jason.
She's like texting on her fucking in her Excel and her BlackBerry and shit. Fucking one of my favorite things ever.
Jesus. Anyway, The Curse of Bridge Hollow, which is streaming on Netflix right now. I walked into this kind of expecting to have a bad time. I watched this with my kids, obviously. It's just something fun that I can put on my list, but watch with my kids. I came out really enjoying this movie. Really enjoying this movie. It's basically this year's Goosebumps. like the Jack Black Goosebumps.
Yeah, cool. So I won't watch it.
Oh, that's right. You hate fun. That's right. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to start calling you Rob Hungy Light. Yeah, it sounds good. Rob Hungy.
I'll take it.
Rob Hungy Mushroom.
Seems like a mouthful.
Yeah, so basically in this movie is this family moves to a new town, and this new town celebrates Halloween like I wish Australia celebrated Halloween with fucking crazy animatronics and like all different decorations everywhere. And there is a curse that was put onto this town that turns all the animatronics and everything to life. And I'll leave it at that. I won't say too much more, but I will say that this...
Is that curse electricity?
No.
Okay.
No, to life...
That's what normally brings them to life.
No, not to life as in they can fucking kill you.
I mean, you know...
Yeah.
You can have an accident with an amateur.
Oh, shut up. You're making me lose my train of thought, you big fuck.
Sorry, I'm being a big fuck again.
Yeah, you fucking stupid Rob Hungy Mushroom. I just had fun with it, alright? It has a cool soundtrack, it has some funny moments in it that I genuinely laughed at, and for a family-friendly Halloween film, I enjoyed it. I think that this is the best family-friendly Halloween movie since Goosebumps, and I liked Goosebumps.
Well, I probably won't like it, so I hate you.
Good. Whatever. Be one of those people.
Yeah. I am.
Alright, I'm going to talk about a movie that you did enjoy that fucking sucks. And I hate you because you hate it.
Well, I hate it? What?
Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
Oh, no, I like that one.
That's what I'm saying.
It made me laugh.
Oh my fucking God.
I thought it was real funny.
Maybe I'm old. But
yeah, you are.
What was the point of this film?
No, it was just fun.
Was it?
What do you mean point?
So, like, there was no point to this movie. It was I didn't see any point to this movie. There was nothing interesting in this movie. This film was made by a fucking Gen Z bot. It feels like.
Yeah.
This the writing. I just hated everything about this movie. Basically, the whole film is a bunch of girls just saying, "You stupid slut, you fuck you stupid slut, I fuck stupid slut, fuck you stupid slut." That's the whole movie. That's the fucking whole movie. And you got Pete Davidson playing fucking Pete Davidson.
Yeah, he was great.
That dude's such a fucking douchebag. I do not get the appeal of Pete Davidson.
I like
the only reason I like watching Pete Davidson is to wonder why girls are attracted to Pete Davidson. He's the most ugly.
He's got confident and he seems nice.
He does not. He seems like the biggest up himself prick. He's fucking ugly. He's like a little fucking rodent that's scared.
I know. He pulls chicks, man.
I don't get it. Maybe because the chicks they feel like they're the alpha when they're with him.
Maybe
because he looks like a fucking scared rodent. Pete Davidson's a loser. Right. I tried watching one of his stand-up comedies and they were horrible. He was like on par with the fucking Situation.
I like his stand. Oh,
yeah.
Rough.
He was there just saying, "Do you know how many girls that I fucked?" Like, I don't care. It's not funny to me. Do something
I like
funny.
Stand up.
Is this a loop?
I thought it was funny in this.
I do not. I just do not.
I thought it was a nice parody of Gen Z culture.
I didn't get it. The fucking cinematography was all over the place. Like the action, it felt like it was directed by Rob Zombie because the action scenes were like just.
Hey, let's not be fucking mean to it.
No, I'm being mean. Actually, in fact, I would rather this be directed by Rob Zombie because then at least I could say. Well,
Don't you say that.
It's got Rob Zombie.
Don't you say mean things like that.
But honestly, like, this movie is, like, people give, like, Rob Zombie shit for writing shitty characters who swear a lot. That's what this movie is. Shitty characters who all suck that just swear at each other. Oh, but Rob Zombie doesn't know how to write people. Well, neither does whoever wrote this movie. Helena Region.
Rupa and Sarah DeLapp.
Fuck you, Sarah DeLapp. I wonder if she's...
I liked this movie. I gave it a 7.
Jesus. You know what? You can like what you like, but I'll tell you right now, I will be talking about this movie at the end of the year.
I won't be. It's kind of in the middle for me.
Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah, I just was not a fan of this movie at all. I found the whole twist dumb.
I thought it was funny.
Whatever. All right, I got 2 more movies I'll mention. One is not a horror movie in the slightest, but it does have kind of horrific things happen in it, and I super like this movie, so I'm going to talk about it. It's called Where the Crawdads Sing. And it's a new movie. And basically what this movie is about is this little girl was abandoned by her family. She raises herself all alone in the marshes outside of her small town. So she's basically lives in the swamp. And like the town call this little girl Marsh Girl because that's where she lives. Anyway,
Swamp people.
She is like she is suspected of a murder and taken in, and the whole movie is basically like a court case as to whether she did it or she didn't, and it flashes back to like her past, so it has like that Forrest Gump type storytelling to it, where it talks about like she's talking about her past, and it flashes back to that. I super enjoyed it. It's not horror. It is not a horror movie.
Was she in like Vietnam and stuff as well?
No, and she did not fucking make the smiley face logo that everyone is aware of.
Oh. Dang it.
You really just can't let me like something, can you?
It makes me sad when you're happy.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. I need to feed off your sadness.
I'll just go and watch Bodies again, should I?
Please do.
Okay.
Because it deserves a rewatch and it deserves your time.
No. That's look, I will gladly give Studio 666 a rewatch. But I'm not rewatching fucking Bodies. Fuck that.
Okay.
Anyway, where the Crawdads Sing, it's more of a romance thriller. But I super enjoyed it. I really like this movie. It's very me. It's set in like 1960s era. Well, from 1940s to 1960s. And it's very Southern America. And
Heals you.
I like that. So go and watch it. Do it.
Okay.
The last movie I'll talk about is a movie that...
I mean, I'm not gonna, but sure.
The last movie I'll talk about is a movie that isn't... I can see a lot of people will say it's not a horror movie. A lot of people are putting it on their horror list. And I will say that this, for the most
I'll
part...
be the judge of that.
Okay, you'll probably just turn around and go, that wasn't a horror movie. It was a thriller.
I might. Just like that.
I say that this is a horror movie. As much as Last Night in Soho is a horror movie, this is a horror movie too. And that movie is Don't Worry, Darling. And this stars Florence Pugh.
Actually, Tim, that's more of a thriller.
Shut up.
Sorry.
This stars Florence Pugh in it, and like obviously from Midsummer fame, and she was in Fighting With My Family. I've never realized until now how fucking attractive Florence Pugh is.
Heaps.
She's like drop dead gorgeous,
Yeah.
especially in this. Like, oh my god, maybe I have a new hallway pass.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, she's in this. She's fucking fantastic. I also realized,
Yeah, she's always good.
I also realized how good of an actress she is from this movie. It also stars Harry Styles.
Your favorite?
I mean, I don't dislike him.
He seems fun.
I've got nothing against Harry Styles. Anyway, okay, so what this movie is about is a 1950s housewife living with her husband in a community. And then she begins to kind of tell that this community isn't all that it seems to be.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say. Because I think this movie's better off left, like, going in as blind as you can.
I've honestly been meaning to watch it at the movies for ages. There just keeps being better stuff.
I think that you probably should have gone and see this at the movies.
It's still at the movies, I think.
I think I was going to message you while I was watching this going, yo, this is probably a movie for you. It's very Black Mirror, Twilight Zone-esque.
I mean, I like that shit.
Yeah.
I just, like, it was just such a shit show of a fucking press junket that I was just curious.
I went into this movie absolutely blind, knowing absolutely nothing, and then I was researching it. I did see something about the making of. What? Fill me in. What happened?
Oh, it was, I don't remember specifically. I just know, like, there was all this, like, fucking drama between fucking the director, which was, what's her name? Fuck. God damn it, I can't remember shit now. Let me look it up. The director and some of the actors and stuff. Olivia Wilde. And, like, Shia LaBeouf was in it for a while, and all sorts of shit, and he got fired, like, halfway through filming and shit, and apparently, like, it was just, like, a stressful set to be on, and it was just, like, yeah.
I heard...
Lots of bullshit. Lots of actors fucking getting in fights and shit.
Wow. Really?
Apparently.
I overheard someone say that there was a rape on set.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but...
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, okay. Strange. That's strange. Overall, this is a weird movie, man. It's a weird movie, and as I came out of it, I didn't really know how I felt about the movie. Do you remember the movie we watched, like, maybe a couple of years ago called Vivarium? With Imogen Poots?
Oh,
About that town, that house they were going to look at, and they couldn't leave?
I never watched it.
Oh, really?
I wanted to. Yeah, it was on my list, and it looked super interesting, and I never watched it, and I wanted to, because it looked right up my alley.
Oh, damn, okay. I don't know, I got a little tiny bit from that movie. Mm-hmm. And that's super vague, that really has nothing to do with the movie.
Okay. I think you recommend it, you don't recommend it?
I do. For you.
Okay.
For you, yeah. I think that you
For
will
me
dig
specifically. It. Okay. Alright. Maybe I'll go see it somewhere.
Yeah, I think... See, as I finished the movie, I was like, huh... I was kind of down on it. Now I'm thinking more about it. I realize I kind of enjoyed it more than what I didn't.
Okay.
So I don't know.
I mean,
Knowing now everything, like the twist and everything about it, I feel like I should give it another watch. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I want to know the twist. Anyway, I want to watch it. So.
Seriously, don't even watch a trailer. Just go into it blind.
Oh, well, too late for that, man. Every fucking trailer for the past fucking X amount of weeks up until it came out was Don't Worry, Darling.
Oh, okay. So you've seen the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna put this on my horror list because I think it's horror enough. So
I feel like it was like Horse Girl or that like movie with that chick who like ate all that random shit last year as well.
I didn't see either.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
but
like tangentially, even kind of Nope. Honestly,
a little bit, but Nope is a creature feature,
yeah.
so I can class it. Anyway, that's it. That's all I've watched this week, so...
Yeah, me too.
Bit of a long one. Oh, yeah, sorry, did you... I'm guessing not. Whatever.
No, just the ones, only the ones for the show, and then Ringu and Terrifier, really.
Nice. Holy fuck, this episode's running long. We still haven't done question of the week. Alright, quickly. Question of the week.
Question of the week.
Question of the week for last time, and the question was, what's a film you were hyped for, but left feeling disappointed? We'll start with the top, and there's obviously going to be a few repeats, so I'm just going to belt through these as fast as I can.
Yes, go for it.
Renee J. Davis says Halloween ends. B. Dramine says Barbarian. Wow.
Ooh.
Wow. Trucker Trent says Cloverfield.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that. Kate Pollock, sexy Kate Pollock, says Firestarter remake from this year.
I didn't mind it, but yeah.
Neither did I, but whatever. Geordie Van Vuklis says, it's old but eyes without a face from 1960. Had looked for it everywhere. Finally got it by illegal means and was just left feeling meh afterwards.
Huh.
I haven't seen it, so I can't say much.
Yeah, neither.
Zim Vader says, the most disappointing ones are the films that totally fuck up a franchise. Halloween 6, you stupid, stupid movie. Not even Zombies Horseween could fuck things up this bad. At least Zombie...
Is that what...
Huh?
Is that what number the recent one was, or...
Halloween 6.
Or is that an old one?
No, that's an old one. Stars Paul Rudd.
Oh, okay.
He continues, at least Zombie only shat on his only rebooted timeline, but Halloween 6 shat on the original timeline so bad that as a result, only reboots and the old, let's just pretend this never happened, sequel reboots could be made. Fuck you, Halloween 6. He continues, Texas Chainsaw Next Generation, fuck you. The Last Jedi, fuck you too, and fuck you especially hard, you pile of shit. And to the scumbag sequels that think you can just switch actors on me, fuck you too. Terminator 3, that is not John Connor. Wishmaster 3, that's not the fucking Jinn. Silent Night, Deadly Night, that's not Ricky. Anyway, my answer is The Exorcist.
Fucking Zim.
I fucking love Zim, it's so good. Jay Bradders says, Halloween Ends is the biggest disappointment of the year for sure. Hollywood bullshit, politics, they sabotaged it. I love it. Jordan Bennett says Die Hard 5. Ooh, okay. Michelle Pfeiffer says, if you mean this year, 8 Days to Hell. Added it to my October list, thinking indie, so could be fun, and I love anthology horror. Ended up feeling like a film was the length of a journey that took me 8 Days to Hell. I never even heard of 8 Days to Hell. Kevin Nez.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Kevin Nez says 3 from Hell. There we go.
Okay.
Lance Langford says The Black Phone. I kind of agree with him there.
Really?
I kind of agree with him a little bit.
Oh, you didn't like it, eh?
It's not that I didn't like it. Like, it was fine. I just didn't get the hype.
Okay.
Like, it just didn't blow me away. That's all. Fucking grumpy, angry cunt Rob Humphrey says Jason Goes to Hell. Heather Power comments on that going, you know what my biggest disappointment is? CM Punk. Oh, I fucking love our banter. Steve Prater says Halloween Ends. Heather Powell says, not a film, but Tim Davis not having me on Wrestling for Dummies. Nothing hurts like that. Shut up, you bitch. Susie Renee says, Barbarian was crap. I said it. Oh, Susie.
Oh.
All right. Bill Casanelli. Oh, shit. Dude, are you ready for this?
Go on.
The Crow.
What? Like the original?
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
Like the Brandon Lee Crow?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Fuck off.
Steve Miller.
Incorrect.
Steve Miller.
15-year-old little sad goth me can't be wrong.
Standing in the corner with your crow costume.
Yeah, I'm just listening to the Crow soundtrack on my burnt CD. Leave me alone.
Steve Miller says Pearl. Yeah, okay. Jim Morosini.
Haven't seen it, can't say.
Jim Morosini said all jacked up and full of worms. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, okay.
No idea.
Matt Wood says Terrifier 2. Great gore surrounded by shit padding. We'll get into it. Jason McNeil says Batman and Robin. Worst movie ever. Only time I've ever stood up in the theater during the end credits and booed.
Aggressive.
Ronnie Pryor says Grub Girl.
Grub Girl?
I don't know what that is.
That sounds great, but Ronnie doesn't like it.
And Meza says Suicide Squad 1. So there you go. Those are films that people were excited for but left feeling disappointed. All right, on to this question of the week, and we're going back to the polls, man. Because I want to know, who is the scariest clown on film? We have Art the Clown. Let me write this down so I don't forget. Art the Clown. Obviously, Pennywise.
Yep.
I'm going to put Pennywise and Pennywise remake.
Yeah, okay. Skarsgård and Tim Curry.
Yeah. Captain Spaulding.
Yep.
Twisty the Clown.
Who's that from?
American Horror Story. He looks all fucked up.
Oh, yep.
And fuck it, I'll chuck in John Wayne Gacy as well.
Actual serial killer.
Am I missing any other clown?
Killer clowns from outer space.
Oh yeah, okay.
Clown?
Killer clowns. I know. I feel like I'm missing.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the clown from 2004, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, I like that movie.
So did I. No, not 31. Spawn, the clown from Spawn.
Yeah, true.
No, I'm not going to put him in. I don't know. Stitches. That's not... Oh, Killjoy! Fuck, I've got to put Killjoy in there.
He's Killjoy.
He's a clown.
Cool. Thanks, man. Fucking nailed it. Now I know exactly who it is.
He's a clown from Charles Band, Full Moon Entertainment. So you know it's good.
Oh, yeah.
It's not good at the slightest. Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Even Killjoy Goes to Hell or whatever? Killjoy 3?
Oh, yeah, 2. Sorry, Killjoy. Yeah, that's what I mean. All those.
Yeah.
So, yeah, get us your poll options. Next week, you can also add another poll. I'm sure that Pat Yee's going to add Doink the Clown into it. So, yeah. Let us know who you think the scariest clown on film is. With that being said, let's get to more clown goodness. It's fucking an hour into the show already, and we're yet to talk about Terrifier. Apologies, please. You ready for it?
So ready.
Feature presentation.
Hi there. This is Daniel Luffy, aka The Mushroom from Horror for Dummies. I'm here to talk to you about fashion. When I'm not being the stupid dummy on Horror for Dummies, I spend the rest of my time being a fucking legend. How do you ask? Well, it's simple. I wear the official Horror for Dummies merchandise. You could be a legend just like me. All you gotta do is go to redbubble.com and search up Horror for Dummies. There you'll find all these cool things that will make you win at life. So just remember, redbubble.com, search Horror for Dummies, and then you can be almost as cool as me.
And now for our feature presentation.
What's wrong?
I'm fine. Why?
Keep looking over your shoulder.
guy did this to your car.
What guy? The clown? You really think someone slashed my tires?
Well, he knows this is your car. He saw us getting into it earlier.
Hey, handsome!
Cut it out.
My friend wants your number.
Kill you.
Look, that guy was harmless. He was just some douchebag in a costume acting like a retard because it's Halloween.
We are here, and it's fucking circus time, because we're talking about clowns, in particular, Art the Clown, with Terrifier and Terrifier 2. So, the way we're going to do it is, I want to get into a little discussion on Art the Clown himself, but I thought we'd do that at, after we talk spoiler-free about Terrifier 2. That way we're not really spoiling anything. So, we're going to review Terrifier 1 first, and we will spoil that because it's been out since 2017. So,
yeah,
it's fair game. We are not going to spoil Terrifier 2 until we say so. So,
yeah,
we'll let you know. So, Terrifier 1, well, just Terrifier, from 2017. It says 2016 here on IMDb, but that was like to festivals and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
So, it really came out in 2017 for us all. This one comes at a 5.6 out of 10 on IMDb, and it stars Jenna Cannell as Tara, Samantha Scafidi as Victoria Hayes, David Howard Thornton as Art the Clown, and Catherine Corcoran as Dawn.
Okay.
And a few other people, including Michael Levy, who played Will the Exterminator. And he's my friend on Facebook. This is directed...
Is he?
Yeah.
Cool.
Directed by Damien Leone, who has also done other things. He is also the makeup dude for these movies as well.
Oh, okay. So that's why it's so gory and etc. etc.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the story of this is on Halloween night, Tara Hayes finds herself as the obsession of a sadistic murderer known as Art the Clown. Boom! Alright. Terrifier. I'm pretty sure that most people have seen the original Terrifier now. And, when it came out, when this movie came out, it was all the fucking big thing. Much like how Terrifier 2 is right now.
Yeah.
So many people were going fucking crazy over this movie, and I saw it.
People are vomiting in the cinemas.
Oh, I don't think Terrifier 1 was like that.
Oh, okay.
We'll get to that in a second. Terrifier from 2017 was a movie that came out. Most people loved it. But you had those few that were sprinkled in that didn't like it. And a few people that I, myself, hold in high regard, didn't like this movie.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll get to that in a second. You've seen this movie.
I have seen this movie.
You said that at the start of this episode. This was your second time watching it, I'm guessing?
It was, yes.
So, let's give your thoughts as your first view. Do you remember first seeing it for the first time? What did you think?
Yeah, for sure.
What did you think?
I don't know. I just don't think I'd seen a good torture gore movie in fucking ages, right?
Yeah.
So it was just, I don't know. I was just in the fucking mood for it, man. And it was just fun, and Art so fucking funny and good as just a murdery clown, man.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up. It takes so many little weird twists and turns and shit. It's just so weird. It's just gore for the sake of gore. I feel like it's what it's what, I don't mean to keep bringing it up, but like, it's what Zombie could have done. You know, it's kind of that in that same vein. You know what I mean?
Just on that zombie, just on that Rob Zombie hate train, eh?
Where you're kind of rooting for art.
Okay, I get ya, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, where the fun bit is art, but and like, you don't feel, you're not hoping he wins or anything, but like, he's the fun part.
Yeah, I mean, as much as like Freddy Krueger or Jason are the fun part in their movies.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just it's such a weird idea, executed so greatly. Yeah, and you just see some gore you haven't fucking seen before, and there's no shying away from shit.
That's true.
Like, he just fucking goes for it in this movie.
You literally see shit.
Yeah, yeah. And it's just like, I don't know, like the weird old lady and the doll thing, and everyone's just fucking cuckoo, and it's just great. I don't know. I just remember seeing it and was like, I've never seen anything quite like this before. I'm not saying all its ideas are completely original. I'm not saying there's no gore movies like this, but I was just like, in 2017 or whatever, I hadn't seen shit like this in a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it just fucking went for it. And I just think art is so, like, charming and horrible, and yeah, it's just it's not scary, it's just gore porn.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right? And I love gore porn, so win, you know? Like,
it was a hit for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, yeah, gore porn with a cool dude doing it, and like, it's just, everything he does is fucked, and it's great.
Pretty much. I'm pretty certain that everyone else who loved this movie when it came out had the same reasons as you did.
There's like, you know, what, you want a fucking massive, intricate story? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, do you need that? Like, with this movie, it's just, he's just doing murders because he fucking loves it. And good for him. He's doing what he loves, you know? Like, he's getting such joy from it. Like, you see him when he has to, like, shoot people and stuff, where he's like, ugh, fine. But, you know, when he's cutting a bitch in half, the faces he makes, it's just like, he's having the best time.
Yeah.
It's just like a nice, tight 90 minutes of like, gore porn.
Pretty much.
It's great. It's got some titties in it, too. It's fantastic.
Yeah, but they were like upside down titties.
I'll take whatever direction they come in.
So for me, and I have seen this movie a couple of times. I think this is now my third time watching this movie.
Nice.
If you asked me my opinions on this film when it first came out, I would have said Terrifies is fucking amazing. As you said before, I was the one that told you to go watch it, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
I was
something like that.
Yeah, I was one of those people that disagreed with all the naysayers. All the people that said Terrifier has no story, it's not polished, the acting isn't great, it's just gore for gore's sake. I always disagreed, and I'm like, just enjoy it for what it was. All those people who said that, I would have told them to shut the fuck up and enjoy the film, you know?
Yeah, dude. And now?
This time watching it...
I hated it. It's stupid.
Come on, man. My name's Tim, not Rob. This time watching it, I'm one of those people. I kind of came out of this movie going,
what do you want?
I don't know. It didn't hit me this time. I saw a lot of imperfections this time around. And I kind of understand what people were saying about this movie when it came out. There is absolutely no story here. At all. Realistically, like, really has nothing. The acting is lacking. The acting's not great.
Sure, but for me, that's part of the charm.
I mean, yeah, I get it, because, like, Friday the 13th movies, the acting's never really that great, but I still love those movies.
Somebody's hurt. Get over here, police, or whatever.
Exactly, and those never really bothered me. I don't know. The gore I mean, it's the gore is probably the highlight of this movie. It's fun, it's great,
Yeah, no shit.
but I don't know. Maybe I'm desensitized now. It's just like after
I was gonna say maybe you've seen it too many times and you're just like, eh.
maybe like after seeing The Sadness this year, I'm just like, "Pfft, you are
Yeah.
not superior. I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. I still enjoyed my time with this movie, but
Yeah.
coming out straight out after the movie was done, after the credits were rolling, I'm like, it didn't hit me as much as I wanted it to, as much as I first thought it did, you know? I'm not saying it's a bad movie or anything like that. I'm not saying that I dislike it. But when I first watched it was a fucking 9.5 out of 10. Now, it's not. It's not a 9. It's not a 9. And I'm not sitting there
It's
saying...
a 2.
I'm not sitting there saying it's a fucking 4 out of 10 or anything like that. It's just not as great as I remembered it to be.
Okay.
I still really liked Art, being Art.
Yeah.
I still think he's a great character. I'm not going to put him on the level as like a Freddy or Jason yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I think he'll get there? No. I don't. I
Yeah,
honestly
me neither.
don't. I honestly don't. No one's going to be up there with Freddy or Jason, you know? That was a once in a lifetime thing. That probably won't ever happen again. Is he up there with, say, a Jigsaw? Yeah, I could see him doing that.
Maybe. Yeah. Like a B grade horror icon.
Yeah. I still think, in my humble opinion, that Sam from Trick or Treat is a bigger icon than Art the Clown.
Okay.
And that's because Halloween, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, I won't say that because it's kind of giving my spoilers for Terrified 2.
Okay.
I'll remind myself later. But yeah, I don't know. Like, this is still a good time watch. It's a Halloween movie that you can put on at Halloween time. It fits that season.
Oh man, if this was just on in the background, there's just like a creepy clown murdering people and just blood everywhere, and he's like,
Oh, dude.
Great.
Dude, yeah. If this was like at a party, I'd be watching it. You know, I wouldn't walk past and be like, whatever. I'd be like, oh yeah, fuck yeah. You know? It's one of those movies that you're still going to watch, you're still going to laugh, but I don't know, maybe I just wasn't in the right mood to watch this movie.
Maybe.
You know?
Did you watch it before? Did you rewatch it before you watched Terrified 2? Or?
Yes, that's pretty much why I wanted to do this episode, because I wanted to watch 1 before 2 just to revisit.
I watched it after 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Any reasons? Oh, because you were seeing part 2 and stuff.
I couldn't get a hold of it beforehand when I purchased it legally because it's readily available.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, this Terrifier was on Netflix, and they took it off, and now you can't find it anywhere.
I don't know what you're talking about, Tim. I purchased this movie legally because it was readily available to me to buy legally.
No, say it how it is. So you actually couldn't even buy this movie.
No, I couldn't fucking find it. I like this. I love this movie. I wanted to give money to fucking Damien, you know? But can I fucking find it? No.
I'm wondering if it's even at, like, stores and stuff.
No idea. But I don't buy fucking physical copies, man. They just fucking take up space.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
for me, like, I'm gonna move every fucking 6 months, so, like...
Terrifier, no results. So you can buy Terrified, a movie from Argentina, but you cannot buy Terrifier anywhere in Australia. This just proves how fucked this country is with media.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I had to fucking steal it. Sorry.
So if we didn't have a legal means to find movies, we wouldn't be able to watch this movie.
Yeah, unless somehow I found a copy, like I bought a copy from overseas.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe.
And then it would be here in probably 2025.
I can get one on Blu-ray for $60 import.
$60 for a blue... Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, the Terrifier box set.
That's disgusting. That's fucking disgusting. Wait, the box set?
Yeah, it's like apparently Terrifier 1 and 2.
Oh, so it doesn't even have All Hallows Eve and...
No.
Fucking hell. That's, yeah, it's fucking stupid. So
It's another one that's a collection, but they're all from like, they're all imports. They're all from overseas.
hang on. Did you check YouTube?
Oh no, I didn't.
Because they had Terrifier 2 on YouTube. I'm checking now. Terrifier full movie. Wait, let me just actually see if this is legit. It's looking like it. Yep, you can watch Terrifier 2016 full movie on YouTube.
Alright, go watch it on YouTube, man.
There you go.
Give him that small amount of ad revenue.
Yeah, right.
Fucked if you want to buy it.
It's from Nightmare Bros. So I don't even think it would be going to Damien Leone.
Oh well.
And the quality's not that great either. Yeah. So I don't know. When you watched this movie, how was the quality of it?
It was decent.
Yeah, did it look grainy?
I think so. Let me open my copy of the movie I purchased legally.
Yeah.
No, I mean a little bit. Like, it looks low quality because it's filmed.
That's how it's filmed. Okay, yeah. Yeah, for me, I just checked out the YouTube version and it seemed like kind of better quality than what I watched it in, but like it's not as grainy. I don't know, whatever.
It's a little worse on YouTube.
Yeah, okay, all right.
I've got like a Blu-ray copy and it's a little bit better.
Right, okay. All right, well, look, man, the funny thing about this movie is that because there's no real story, it's very straightforward, it's a slasher film, there's really not much we can talk deep into with this film.
Honestly, yeah, it'd just be like, hey, remember when Art did this? That was fucking cool.
It's like us reviewing a comedy horror.
Yeah.
Remember that joke? Remember?
I remember.
I will say the upside. Everyone calls it the Bone Tomahawk kill because of the movie Bone Tomahawk, right?
Well, it came out at the same time.
No, I think Bone Tomahawk came out first. That was 2015.
Oh, okay. I just remember watching them around the same time.
If you can remember which kill was better,
Like Bone Tomahawk or this one?
yeah,
Oh, Bone Tomahawk for sure.
yeah, okay. So,
Because Bone, like, I mean, Art was hacking away and it's got this, like, hacky fucking, hokey, sorry. Fucking, he's doing the face and stuff and it's like, whereas Bone Tomahawk's like, fucking thwack, and the guy's just like,
that's right. It wasn't even with a hacksaw, was it?
was a fucking Bone Tomahawk,
That's
dude.
right. Shit, I completely forgot about that part.
And it was just like,
Yeah.
it's just like, and then it just splits apart, and it was so visceral. But like with this, it's like it's gory and it's like obviously fake.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like Bone Tomahawk made it look real and visceral, and it was so crunchy
Crunchy.
because
That's
it
the fucking word
wasn't
of the
like
day.
a gore fest kind of movie. Like there's lots of gore in Bone Tomahawk, but
Yeah.
yeah, it wasn't one of those movies. Like you didn't think it was going to happen, and then you're like, "Holy fuck, is this guy for real?" And he's like looking at him in the face the whole time. It was fucking, God, what a movie!
Imagine getting that kill done to you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just terrifying.
Yeah.
Like right, starting at the gooch while you're still alive.
Oh. Fuck that. Fuck that right
That was a
off.
fucking movie. If you haven't seen Bone Tomahawk, I'm sorry I spoiled the best bit, but like, go see Bone Tomahawk.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you should too. Anyway, alright.
Fantastic.
Let's rate this bad boy and we'll get stuck into Terrifier 2. So,
Hells yeah.
Terrifier, what do you give it out of 10?
I give it a schnine. A nice schnine out of 10.
Okay. Nines start with S now.
Schnine. Yes.
I'm giving this movie a 7 out of 10.
Dang.
A nice,
Wow, did
clean
drop.
Zim.
Dang. Zim plus or Zim minus? Come on.
Fuck, man. Zim plus.
Oh, okay.
7.25.
Okay.
Okay.
Zim plus minus.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. All right, bit of trivia here before we jump on to part 2.
Yes, please.
The ambulance that drives past Dawn as she listens to the radio broadcast in the car was unplanned. This was a real ambulance that drove by.
Works.
David Howard Thornton, who portrays Art the Clown, has previous mime experience which he utilizes in this performance.
I can see that.
Yeah, same. The scene in the pizza restaurant was originally meant to take place in a burger restaurant, but Damien Leone changed this when he realized that both Jenna Cannell and Catherine Corcoran are vegetarian.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why I added that trivia section. David Howard Thornton was the 6th person who auditioned for Art the Clown. During the audition, he began miming tasting his beheaded victim's blood, but then added salt to improve its flavour. This is what won him the role. When creating the full-body mould for the hacksaw scene, actress Catherine Corcoran became trapped for over an hour in the mould. This was due to her.
Shit.
This was due to her removing too much of the separation agent. This almost landed her in the ER.
Dang.
David Howard Thornton describes Art as an evil Mr. Bean. He was also inspired by other silent and physical actors such as Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, Lon Chaney, Doug Jones, and Jim Carrey.
I can see that for sure.
Yeah. And last but not least, the original Art the Clown in All Hallows Eve, Michael Gianelli decided not to reprise his role because of how long it would take to apply the heavy prosthetics and makeup.
Yeah, fair.
What a bitch. All right.
Hey, man, I like this dude better anyway.
So do I. I think he does a great job as Art the Clown.
Yeah.
Cool. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with Terrifier 2 after this.
You're listening to the Horror for Dummies podcast, the dumbest horror podcast out there. Become one of the elite by joining our Patreon page. Or dress like a superstar with the official Horror for Dummies shirts available at redbubble.com. Thanks for listening. Now it's time for our Raw review.
So, did you figure out what you're dressing up as tomorrow?
He wants to dress up as a real guy who murdered 9 people last year.
Oh, you're not doing that.
It's just a costume. You think that guy's still out there?
What's up with you and this clown all of a sudden? You're like obsessed.
They never found his body. What if he decides to come back here?
I wouldn't worry about it.
Wait a minute, aren't you that guy from the costume shop?
Sir, what are you doing?
It wasn't me.
He was covered in blood on his shirt and his hands when he got here.
It's my life in the box in front of me. Taking talk in my arms is the soul of me. You walk by, ask to see me lay face down.
It is our Raw review this time, and we are talking about the newest blockbuster success at the cinemas right now, which is, of course, Terrifier 2, which just came out at so many dates. I don't even know when it officially came out. It really depends where you are in the world, but
yeah,
I think it's out everywhere. So if it's out in Australia, you can see it. So this one comes in higher than the previous one.
It was only out for like a week though. You still see it?
Well, fucking sexy Scott Crawford was right. He messaged me saying that it will probably have an encore, how it did in America, and it is coming back to cinemas this weekend.
Oh, cool, good. Go see it.
Yeah. Well, should you stick around for our thoughts? This one comes at a 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb, which I think is like a point higher than the previous one. This one stars Laura Levira as Sienna.
Yeah.
David Howard Thornton comes back as Art the Clown. We have Jenna Cannell as...
Certainly does.
Jenna Cannell as Tara Hayes. What? When were they in the movie? Oh, I'm guessing just from fucking snippets, whatever.
Flashbacks?
Yeah. Kaylee Hyman as Brooke. Katie Maguire as Monica. We have Casey Harnett as Allie. Elliot Fullerman as Jonathan. Sarah Voight as Barbara. And Amelia McLean as the little pale girl. Oh,
Yeah, she's great.
and the Ayatollah of Rock and Roller, or as more commonly he's known as the Ocho, Chris motherfucking Jericho as Burke.
It's spoilers. Don't matter.
Don't do it. Once again, directed and written and makeup effects done by Damien Leone. The story of this one is a lot more of a story.
It definitely has a
than
story.
The first one. After being resurrected by a sinister entity, Art the Clown. Mart the Clown.
Mart.
Art the Clown returns to the timid town of Miles County, where he targets a teenage girl and a younger brother on Halloween night. Booyah!
Yeah.
So this one's going fucking crazy, right?
Yeah.
People are eating this movie up. Yeah. So you went and saw this at cinemas.
I did.
I did not. I sat comfortably in my lounge where no one could annoy me. And we watched a movie. So Luffy,
Yeah.
what were your thoughts on Terrifier 2?
I really liked it.
I thought you would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, look. Don't get me wrong. We'll get to the issues. But for the most part, more gore. More interesting gore.
Yeah.
Like longer drawn out gore.
Yeah, that's true.
Very creative. Really fun. More Art the Clown goodness. I love the little clown girl and stuff. It's just,
Remember, spoiler free.
there's another movie happening other than my Terrifier 2.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Somewhat.
if they took out like an hour of this movie, it probably would have been a 10.
Ooh, okay. So you basically just wanted no story. You pretty much wanted the first movie again.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, it's a sequel. And, they did step it up a notch, but it was like... And the extra shit. If they took out all the stuff that I consider padding, which we'll get to, it would have been fucking sick.
Okay, but for the most part, you were high on this movie.
When it was art, I was super high on the movie. And don't get me wrong, she's fucking hot.
Yeah.
But, like... yeah, I just wanted more art.
Okay, alright. I get where you're coming from.
And then that's why, like, honestly, I went back and I watched the first one. And I was like, yeah, this. Just art, doing his thing.
Oh, so I'm getting a sense that you enjoyed the first more than the second.
That is correct.
Wow. Oh, okay, interesting. Here we go. Now we're in for a conversation.
Yeah. Look, it's not a huge fucking difference, honestly.
Yeah.
But I was just I wanted more art.
Okay.
For how much movie there was. I wanted closer art to movie ratio as in the first one.
I get it. I do.
That's my review.
Okay.
Fantastic. Almost as good as the first one. Honestly, some bits are even better than the first one. But then there was a lot of it that wasn't. And so it kind of just brings it overall down a bit.
Yeah, okay.
For me.
Well, I'm interested in your score now. Okay. We'll hold off for a second. For me, now I watched the first one first, and then I went into this one, and I was feeling a little down with the first one, so I went into this movie with low expectations, right? thinking, fuck. Because I saw a lot of people saying, hey, if you like gore, you'll like this movie. And I'm like, I do like gore, but I also like story as well, you know?
Well.
So I went to this movie, and I'm the complete opposite of you. I like this movie more than the first one.
Yeah?
Now, the problem with this movie for me is I think that... And this isn't me saying this. I've heard other podcasters saying this, and I can't remember who said it, but I think that Damien Leone took the feedback of the first one where people were saying there was not enough story, and he was like, right, you want story? Here's fucking story. And he gave us too much story. And I think the problem with this movie is that they build this movie up, but the ending ultimately drops the ball. And I was kind of left a little dissatisfied with how it wraps up. And I'm not going to say that I hated it. It's not like a Halloween Ends where I wanted to punch my TV. But I was left like, am I missing something? I went to YouTube and I watched up explain videos on fucking Terrifier 2 because I thought maybe I missed something. I didn't. I didn't miss anything.
Did you finish the movie?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you talking about after credits?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just checking, because if you just started watching it and then, you stopped watching at the credits, I would completely not blame you, but yeah.
No, so I only knew that there was an after credits scene because I knew Chris Jericho was in this movie. Then the credits came up, I'm like, the fuck, where's Chris Jericho? And then I'm like, okay, it must be.
I'm trying not to spoil that.
Okay, well, he doesn't, there's not a real spoiler.
Because I was like, he's literally in the title.
Yeah, right? I think it's because he's he's the Ocho. He's a big name.
I was like, where did they, did they put him in a mask or something? I never saw Jericho. And then it was like, there's Jericho.
Yeah, you have to put him in the titles because he is the best in the world. Unlike CM Punk.
He was too busy fighting in the locker room.
Being a little bitch.
Ass bitch.
Getting all upset with people who have fucking bank accounts in their mother's names.
Yeah. That reference.
You have no
thing.
idea what I'm talking about, do you?
Yeah, I definitely do.
Yeah, go back.
Go
back and start watching wrestling again, you bum.
No, I'm just going to do the podcast and never watch it again.
Yes, but overall, man, I did enjoy this movie. I found it a lot of fun. I think this is a step up in a few different aspects. Number one, the acting's better. Laura Levera, not only is she fucking gorgeous. Oh, if only she turned around in that shower. But
I know.
But the score in this is a lot better. You get a very heavy synth, 1980s type score to it. Really like
cool
that.
Vibe.
You can see that the production value is higher in this movie.
Yeah, a lot higher.
Yeah, it looks a lot better. The kills are still very much... how can I put this? It's not that they're not realistic, but they're not trauma. But
they're very messy.
Yeah, like you can tell it's not real. Like with some other movies where you see a stab, you're like, oh, that looks convincing.
Yeah, that's what I mean by like scene for scene, Bone Tomahawk to Terrifier.
Yeah.
Terrifier is bloody and gushy and it's so much red and shit. Whereas a Bone Tomahawk was like, oh man, is that actually happening? Almost, right? Yep. Whereas this one, even with, I don't know, a specific bedroom scene, let's say, it's just, it looks like someone's playing with meat.
That scene made me laugh because of how long it went for.
It's pretty good.
And the amount of breathing in it, let's just say that. My wife was watching it going, oh, for fuck, come on.
It's like in Austin Powers. where he just won't die.
That's fun.
But Art's having the best time.
He is, and I actually found Art a lot funnier in this one.
Oh yeah,
like there was it's not a spoiler, but there's one scene where he uses a like bicycle horn, and he raises it to a girl's ear. You know that scene there, where he just stands next to her and raises the bicycle horn just to her ear. And my wife was like, "That's fucking you. That's exactly what you do." I was like,
well, then I was watching the first one and like where he was like trying to grab at her, and then he like pokes his arm through, and he's like, "Break it, break it, break it," with the horn and shit. I'm like, I love it, Art.
Can we quickly talk about the other antagonist of this film? I don't want to give too much away.
Sure,
but I will say it's a her. That thing, her, was super fucking creepy.
It was great.
Fucking, like, there was one scene of her where I'm like, oh, that's unsettling.
Which one? Oh, no, later.
She's sitting in a car.
Yes.
That scene there, I'm like, that's fucking nightmare fuel. That's creepy. And, yeah, I forgot to mention this on the Halloween scare that we did. My daughter, my 8-year-old daughter, helped do the scares as well. And
that's great.
She like wore this like kind of like a Michael Myers mask where it's just a white pale mask basically. And she did so fucking good that she scared the shit out of like an adult.
That's awesome.
Because all she did was like just stand next to him and just stare at him. And then he was getting creeped out, so he walked away, and she followed him. and he said to her, I've got it on film, he said to her, he's like, all right, stop.
Please stop.
I'm like, that's like an 8-year-old daughter, my 8-year-old daughter creeped you out, that's fucking great. And by doing nothing, just staring at you.
That's fantastic.
But yeah, I said to my daughter, I'm like, this is what you could go as next year's Halloween. And I showed her a picture of it, and she's like, yeah, that's cool.
You could be Art.
But, maybe I could.
Hey, go to the gym, man.
Fuck.
Anyway, what, he's real skinny.
I know. It's, yeah, there's just a lot of things in this movie that did make me laugh, but for a good, like, a good reason, you know? Unfortunately, yeah, I think they tried to put too much story into it that ultimately left this movie falling flat at the end for me. That's really the only nitpick I can give this movie. I still really enjoyed it. I did. And I'm still tossing up my scores, so I want to hear you before we jump into spoilers.
Sure. What my score is?
Yeah.
I'm giving it an 8.
Okay.
Because yeah, Terrifies a 9. I could even go 8.5 with this. Honestly, like, it's still really fucking good. I'm gonna watch it on a computer next time, and I'm just gonna be like, skip, shower scene,
Yeah.
Skip, ending bit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and then I'll be like, cool, I edited it better than Damien did.
I didn't hate those parts.
Just tell me all the information that you've given me over the first, like, hour in a scene.
Yeah.
Through some dialogue. Do you know what I mean? Like, it didn't make me care about anyone more or less.
I get what you're
particularly
saying. I do.
Like, I cared just as much about the chicks in the first one as I did about this chick.
Yeah.
And they just did it through dialogue and stuff. I got enough about her through just stuff that was happening. I didn't need all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there were people that in our movie that thought everything that fucking kid did was hilarious.
Really?
Yep. I was just remembering it now. Every time he said something, there was like some people up front that were just like guffawing.
Yeah, okay.
Because they thought he was a loser or some shit.
Weird, okay.
Like, you know, the little brother.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about, yeah.
And, but yeah, there was lots of laughs, honestly. And I didn't see that many, like, screams or anything. It was, like, most people laughing.
Yeah, because it was funny.
Yeah.
There was funny parts to it, so...
But yeah, I think it's an 8. Like, easy, if you, like, cut this motherfucker up and just tighten it up a bit, honestly, got it under 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, hour and a half's great. I could have done hour 45, maybe even pushing 2. But, like, yeah, just...
I get it, man. 2 hours and 18 minutes for a slasher film is crazy.
But not just like, it's an art fucking thing. Like, we'll get to it. But, like, it could have been a 10 for me.
Yeah.
Is what the bummer is. I really, really loved it. And the stuff I didn't love, I didn't hate. I thought it was fine. But it just pacing for me. That's all.
Yep. I get it. Yeah. I'm pretty much there with you. I'm giving this an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I think this could have been... I think if they, like, summed everything up in the end...
also the ending.
Yeah.
Let's just say there's other elements introduced, which I was like, you didn't need that.
True. Yep. I'm pretty sure I know exactly what you're saying right now.
Yeah, and we'll get to spoilers. Like, the ending, I didn't mind.
Yeah.
Ending A was more of a rough go for me.
Yeah, true. So for me, 8.5 out of 10. Do you reckon this is going to be in your top 10 or don't know yet?
Definitely could be. Yep. It's got the numbers for it. So
I'm pretty much in the same ballpark as you.
Unless there's a lot more 9s happening.
Yeah.
It definitely could be.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll wait and see. There's not much really left of the year that we've got to see, so... Well, I still got to see Smile and...
There's a couple spots left.
Ooh, okay.
And it definitely could be in there.
Alright, well, we'll have to wait and see. Alright, well, yeah. We both suggest going and checking out. I mean, numbers don't lie. The amount of money this movie has made is fucking fantastic. I love how much money this movie's made. It's great. Especially for a independent film. You know, this isn't fucking Universal or anything like that. So it's really good to see.
And I would really, like, I'm glad I went to go see the movies. I'm glad I contributed to its box office. And I would love to have these movies for myself. So,
yeah. Dude,
honestly, like, fucking... I mean, even if you had, like, a website and I could buy, like, a pack with, like, a Terrifier shirt or something cool like that,
that'd be cool. Yeah, I was actually looking for a Terrifier shirt yesterday from, like, Fright Rags or something, but nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
You
know, I'd love to, if you had a website and it was, like... Or if you could, like, kickstart Terrifier 3 or some shit. You know.
Well, yeah.
I'd do that.
I think that's going to be coming out. I think
so
after
too.
the success of this, they will do another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you are not going to stick around for spoilers, this is time to say goodbye. We're going to be talking about Art the Clown, just who he is and what we think he is. We'll talk a bit of spoilers about Terrifier 2, so if you have seen Terrifier 2, stick around. If not, this is it for us on Horror for Dummies. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll be back next week.
We will.
I think we're going to be doing Goodnight Mummy.
Okay, what's that?
It's a movie.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to tell you. So the remake of Goodnight Mummy came out recently, so we could do double Goodnight Mummies.
Okay, let's do it.
The original and remake, so...
Oh, that movie. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, I haven't seen the original, so I'm kind of curious.
I also haven't seen the original, so I'm going to watch the original first, and then this one.
Do it. Let's do it. Good Night Mummy next week. Yeah, so I'd like to thank the Padded Room podcast There you go. For always supporting us. You guys are fucking awesome over there. I love you. You know it.
Amazing. Thanks, boss.
Big thanks to Scott Crawford for just being a fucking good guy. Just being a good cunt, you know?
Yeah, Scott's so great.
Yep. I'd also like to thank Rob Hungy as well.
Why?
Even though he's always an angry guy, but
so angry.
He makes me happy because I realise that how good my life is, knowing that I can enjoy things.
Rob,
I fucking love you, Rob. You're fucking awesome. I think that's all I've got to thank. Is there anyone else?
Not important.
Not important?
Not important.
I can't do it, man. I feel so bad when I put shit on her.
You're so mean to her. You're so mean to her.
Heather Powell, one of our greatest friends out there. She knows that we love her. And I'm pointing out these three people in particular because we have a chat going on. It's just a bunch of fucking bullshit. And it's all just us ripping on each other. That's all the chat is.
Yep.
Just all of us telling you how wrong we are. And then me, like, telling Scott how sexy he is. And then Heather saying how much she wants to jump Rob's bones. And, yeah, just...
Then I'll get tagged, say something real funny, and then leave for another few weeks.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you're just not in it because you hate everyone. So that's why you're.
If everyone didn't suck so much,
that's why you're Rob Hungy Mushroom.
Sure. I hate people, not just movies.
Yeah, that's true. But you also hate.
I quite
movies.
like movies.
You hated Terrifier too.
I like movies. Yeah, I guess I only gave it an 8.
Yeah, you didn't like it as much as the first. So.
Yep. Big hater over here.
Boo. Boo you.
Yep.
Anyway, thank you to those guys for always making our days fun. Which, to anyone else listening right now, probably has no idea what we're talking about, but
not at all.
Those three do. And CM Punk can suck a bag of dicks. That's all I've got to say about that. Yep. Join us on Patreon if you have not already. And if this is goodbye, well, this is goodbye. Dip! That's right. This is where Stone Cold plays that music, right? I mean, he doesn't play the music, but yeah, Vince McMahon, or now Triple H, will press play on that thing.
Yeah, got it.
Introducing Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Okay.
Spoiler alert, oh yeah, oh yeah. Spoiler alert, oh yeah. Spoiler alert, oh yeah, oh yeah. Spoiler alert, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Spoiler alert, yeah, yeah, yeah. Spoiler alert, yeah, yeah, yeah. Spoiler alert, yeah, yeah. Spoiler alert, yeah.
Alright. I don't care about the people in the movie. I don't want to know their fucking story. And I thought the magic shit was dumb.
Oh, yes, okay. Sorry, I had to remind myself what the magic shit was then for a second.
Yeah, the, like, fucking magical fixie sword magic thing.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. You know, Art's a demon. She's an angel.
Yeah.
Themes.
Well, okay. Before we jump onto this topic, let's really discuss who is Art.
Who is Art?
Right? So, I've got a bit of a write-up here that I've found that I'll just read out to you. So, Damien Leone wanted to create a clown character based on the iconic slasher film villains, but wanted him to be the complete opposite of Pennywise from It, being devoid of colour and speech. Art first appeared in Leone's short film The Ninth Circle from 2008. Although he was only a minor character, viewers found him particularly memorable, promoting Leone to make the short film Terrifier from 2011, centered on Art. He wanted to create a film about the character, but put the idea on hold when producers approached him to feature his short films as segments in the anthology All Hallows Eve. Have you seen that?
Oh, nah.
It's good. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Another Halloween anthology film.
Yeah.
Art is there as a thread that connects all the segments.
Oh,
so
nice.
He's the rapper.
I like that.
Yeah. In the short films featuring him and in All Hallows Eve, Art was played by Mike Gianelli. When Leone began developing a feature film based on Art, Gianelli decided to retire from acting. When David Howard Thornton submitted an audition tape, he visited the cast. He was cast as the murderous villain and is set to portray him on future installments, as we all know. Thornton says his performance was inspired by classic comedians and horror villains such as Freddy Krueger and Tim Curry's Pennywise, but his main inspiration comes from the various portrayals of the Joker.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, Art the Clown. According to Villains Wiki, his occupation is a demon clown. That I'm pretty sure we all established. Is that what you take him as, a demon?
Yeah, like, something not of this world sort of thing. I don't know if he's like an alien or like he's just not human.
Yeah.
Like, it's fairly established in the first one where he fucking blows his brains out and comes back.
Well, I'll actually get more into that in a second.
Okay.
But going back to Villains Wiki...
Well, that's what I assumed anyway.
Yeah, okay. Going back to Villains Wiki, his powers and skills are immortality, invulnerability, clairvoyance, regeneration, stealth, mastery, superhuman strength, teleportation, interdimensional travel, okay,
oh shit,
fourth wall awareness, hammer space, technical manipulation, and reality warping. It all sounds very similar to Pennywise. All those things.
To what?
To Pennywise.
Yeah, a little bit. And a little bit of, what was that shit we just did? Phantasm?
Yeah, the Doorman.
The Backdoor Man or whatever. Doorman.
So, Art the Clown is a circus worker who, to put it mildly, has an undying urge to kill people and in the most brutal, horrific ways imaginable. According to David Howard Thornton, Art the Clown didn't know he would be resurrected after he shot himself in the first film. So this is what I believe, that in the first film, he is human. Right?
Okay.
In the second film, because the second film kind of starts when, like...
Yeah, the end of the first one.
Yeah. I think the second one really started at the end of the first one. I think a demon entity has taken over Art and kind of taken over his soul, which makes him, like, unkillable, in a way.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, too.
And that's why... And that little girl, the girl clown, the pale girl, is the demon entity.
Is the entity?
Yep.
And that's why sometimes she appears and sometimes she's tangible and sometimes she's not?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, if you,
that makes sense.
If you go into the synopsis for the sequel, it tells you all you need to know. After being resurrected by a sinister entity, Art the Clown returns to the timid town of Miles County. So in other words, Art the Clown is a supernatural demonic entity that is possessed by the body of a sadistic, psychopathic human who once worked as a circus clown. We see him die several times and get back to life yet again. Providing he is more than just a crazy dude with clown makeup, he also seems to operate exclusively on Halloween. So he's pretty much Michael Myers.
Kind of, but Clown Myers.
Yeah, pretty much. If Michael Myers continued wearing the clown mask.
Yeah.
So, yes, let's get to the spoilers of Terrifier 2. I agree. The magic part... What?
I don't know what was going on in that tank, too. It was weird.
It was, yeah. What?
That whole bit was weird, and it took too long. Too damn long.
It did. It padded out the runtime. It did.
Like, you didn't need... But why? You didn't need that extended tank struggling. You didn't need maybe as much of the mother and brother stuff. And all the friend stuff. Like, as much.
So I didn't mind that because you learn who the characters were. You learn where they're coming from and everything like that. I can see where you're coming from, though. I can.
I was just like, kill more fuckers. Hurry up.
Yeah, I get it. The one thing that annoyed me about this movie is they keep alluding to the kid's father. And how...
Yeah.
And, like, me and my wife... Like, my wife was saying, I'm guessing Art is the kid's father.
That would have been cool.
But then you never get anything from that.
No, it really doesn't pay off anything with the brother.
Yeah.
And, like, his obsession with art and all that stuff. I guess it's just because of the book. The sketchbook that...
Yeah, but that's what I'm meaning. Like, the dad that died, apparently, was all into art and like drew pictures of what art was doing.
Yeah, like you drew the upside down chick and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So how does that tie in? I don't get that part.
I don't know. And why does like the other chick go crazy? And see what happens when you put more story in?
The other chick went crazy because the demon entity entered her. You see right at the end where...
When she gives birth to the head, right?
Yeah, her eye is yellow.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I took from it. That she was... That's why she killed the girl at the TV studio.
It.
I think that she was...
So was she the same mutilated cunt that was from the first one?
The same actor, you mean?
No, or it's supposed to be the same character.
Yes.
Okay.
Same character. I don't know if it's the same actress, though.
Man, that looked fucked up. That was great.
It is the same actress, yeah. It looked better in this one.
Yeah. A lot better.
Yeah.
More detail.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I understand when she says that she can't leave her house.
Yeah.
What would you do if your face was like that? Like, fuck, you'd have to wear like a mask or something, eh?
Yeah, I wouldn't go out.
Yeah, probably not.
Or maybe start an Instagram account for like body positivity or some shit.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, but unfortunately it's those...
Make $1 bajillion.
It's those things that kind of ruin this movie.
Yeah, it was all the extra shit that didn't need... That's like... There's a 10 here, but I just can't see through the fucking extra shit to get to it.
That's why I think, honestly, this movie... I think the highest I can give it is an 8.5.
Yeah. I feel you, dude. I feel you.
It sucks, too, because I wanted to... I've seen a lot of people say this is their number one of the year.
I wanted it to be my number one, and it's not.
Yeah.
Like, I super enjoyed it. I fucking love Terrifier. I love this whole series so far. Like, I know it's only 2 movies, but maybe I'll watch All Hallows and call it a series in my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just all the hokey fucking predicting the future, the magic sword, all that kind of shit. I don't know, it was kind of more fun when it was just like humans taking on a weird demonic clown for me.
Pretty much, yeah.
So
I mean, I'm hoping...
I liked it nice and simple, and the crazy lady for no reason.
It's my baby. I'm hoping that I'm pretty sure they're going to do a part 3. And that's...
Oh, for sure.
And that's where they, like, explain everything.
Yeah. Maybe Jericho takes him out with a lion salt or something.
That'd be awesome.
He's like, you're going down out the clown.
I wonder how ICP feel about this movie.
Probably love it.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
You sit there still trying to figure out magnets.
Shut up.
Do get a dog.
Is there anything else that you really want to talk about? I mean, we can go through all the kills, but really, what's the point of that?
I mean, my favorite kill was, I think, chemical spill.
What?
Like, the chick who got cut up in her room and so she's still alive. I'm just like, oh my god.
Why'd you call it chemical spill?
Didn't she get, like, acid and whatever? Like, did she get her face burned off or whatever?
No, that was the other girl at the carnival.
Oh, yeah, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
I meant, what happened to her face? She's got her face ripped off or something?
Pretty much.
Because her face was all fucked up.
It got cut somehow, and then later it got ripped off.
Yeah. That was fucked up.
Yeah.
And then her mum comes home and she's like,
Mum.
Bubba. But yeah.
That's probably my
So he's just like cutting her leg up.
Yeah.
Like having the best time. Being the best art he can be.
That kill there, like it wasn't as crazy as like the bone tomahawk scene in the first one.
No.
But it was just funny how much it took to kill this girl.
Well, because he was doing it slowly because he loves it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I thought it was funny just how just how much it took to kill her. Like, are you still alive? Why won't you die? That's what made me laugh.
Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty fucking great. It was still fucking great, even with all the dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah. Again, like, other than going through each, like, individual kill and detail and shit, I think that's it for me.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, I don't want to go through each individual kill. I think there's no point to that.
Yeah.
So
there's other podcasts that do that, I'm sure.
Yeah, there. We are not one of them, so...
That sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Let us know your thoughts on Terrifier 2 or Terrifier 1 as well. Let us know if you agree with us, if you don't agree with us. I want to know, so...
What just any random thoughts you have?
Yeah. I guess that's it, man.
Yeah, I'm done.
Over a 2-hour show? Fuck, we can go for another 15 minutes and be just like Terrifier 2.
Yeah. I mean, like, we could talk.
Yeah.
Had too much fucking padding.
Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Keep it tight. Keep it tight.
Yeah, let's do it. Alright. Thank you guys, everyone, for listening to Horror for Dummies. We'll be back next week with Good Night Mummies.
Yeah.
Until then, peace out. We love you. Luffy doesn't.
Love you, everyone.
No, you don't. You're fucking grumpy.
Oh, sorry. Fucking, you suck, cunt.
We'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.
No dip?
No, not this week.
Oh, shit.
I did a dip earlier.
Oh,
Then
I'll do it.
Right.
A dip.
That's fucking horrible.
Sorry.
Food's a little funny. Food's a little funny at the Clown Cafe. Drop on by the Clown Cafe, your favorite meals on wheels. The menu is disgusting and it's full of special deals. Nothing here is good for you, so grab yourself a tray, 'cause food's a little funny at the Clown Cafe. Drop on by the Clown Cafe. Drop on by the Clown Cafe. Gobble up your order quick before it runs away, 'cause food's a little funny at the Clown Cafe. Why not visit after school and have yourselves a bite? An appetizing appetizer certain to delight. We haven't done it right unless it makes your teeth decay, 'cause food's a little funny at the Clown Cafe. Drop on by the Clown Cafe. Drop on by the Clown Cafe. The grub is downright gruesome, but your appetite's obey, 'cause food's a little funny. Food's a little funny.